Hello, everybody. Welcome into another edition of Talking Fitchburg on this Wednesday, October 7th, 2020. Jeremy Crosby here. Hope you had a wonderful day. Glad you're here with us today as we dive into your midweek TF. And we got a busy show for you at that today. We'll check in with Bill Balke on your Fitchburg road construction update. Do that every Wednesday here on the show. We'll get you updated on the latest in all the projects as projects start to wrap up for the year. Plus, we're going to continue our series with Adam Dorn and fire prevention, talking about smoke alarms. Yeah, do you have a smoke detector in your house? If you don't, you should. You got to have them on every floor, and including in sleeping areas. We'll talk about all that coming up here in just a little bit of time as Fire Prevention Week continues. And I've seen so many great messages from all fire departments across Wisconsin doing fun, different things this week. And I'm glad we're able to do something. I know a lot of fire departments have open houses, pancake breakfasts, and more. And with COVID-19 being still prevalent everywhere, we've got different ways of getting the message out. And here on TF, we're glad to help the fire department and all public safety at that. Get the information out to you, the residents here in Fitchburg and beyond. And Andrew, I should tell you the story that we have viewers that get us way down in Richland, Grant County. I don't know how it's possible, but somebody saw me on TV down there and told me about it on TV. Yeah, but I think they get TDS down there. And yeah, so we're reaching a long ways, more than we ever thought we would reach out there. So hello to all of you down in Richland County and Iowa County, I suppose, too, checking in there. Glad to hear you. I've got some family down there. That's who's telling me they've seen me on TV. And I was like, oh, man, can't get away with anything. So glad to see you're all watching out there. All right, let's get right into this. We start with the northbound exit on Verona Road at PD intersection will be closed Thursday night. This is the hang a new sign over top of the roadway there. So that closure starts at 10 p.m. Tomorrow night and it goes till 4 a.m. or maybe even sooner if they complete the ramp work before then. We'll let you know. Well, I won't let you know, I suppose. If you're driving through there at 4 a.m., maybe you'll know if it is open or not. But keep that in mind as you pass through that area. All right, Public Health of Madison and Dane County will be providing free drive through flu shots. This coming in on Tuesday, we learned about this. It says here that Madison and Dane County Public Health is opening its free drive-through flu clinic at the Line Energy Center to help ensure that everyone in Dane County can be vaccinated against the flu. The clinic is Dane County adult and children 6 months and older who do not have health insurance, and Dane County children 6 months and older who are on Badger Care or Medicaid. The clinic is being run in partnership with the UW School of Nursing and Edgewood College School of Nursing. Getting sick with the influenza is not desirable in any given year, but with 2020 a non-typical year, there's a growing concern that in addition to COVID-19, the pandemic, the upcoming flu season could cause a twin. I said this wrong on the update too. Is it twinatic? Resulting in a severe illness of overwhelm the healthcare system. Either way, if you are interested in learning more about this, Andrew will share the link to the story so you can find out the latest on who qualifies for this drive-through clinic. We, however, have our own drive-through clinic happening this October as well, put on by the Fitchburg Senior Center. This drive-through clinic will be on Wednesday, October 21st from 9 until 11 a.m. at the Fitchburg partnership with the Fitchburg Senior Center, Fitchburg Family Pharmacy, and the Fitchburg Fire Department. You will be able to come for your flu shot, drive-through flu shot at Fitchburg Firehouse number 1. And that, again, on Wednesday, October 21st, 9 to 11 a.m. You do need to pick up the paperwork, though. They want you to fill out the paperwork prior to arrival that day. And that can be picked up at the Fitchburg Senior Center Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, or Friday between 9 a.m. and 1:30 p.m. Or you can go to the website that is on your screen for Fitchburg Pharmacy, and they'll get you Fitchburg Family Pharmacy, excuse me. And you can download the form and fill it out that way as well. All right, Fitchburg Senior Center also has a Healthy Living with Diabetes seminar coming up. This will be held from October 13th through November 17th, 6 Tuesdays from 1 to 2:30 p.m. on an online workshop. The Research and Proven Workshop is designed to help adults with type 2 diabetes or pre-diabetes learn the skills to increase their confidence in managing their condition. It's also for adults who are living with somebody who has diabetes. Healthy Living in Diabetes does not replace existing treatment, but rather complements the treatments and participants receive that they receive. The cost is $20. That covers the book, Living with Chronic Conditions. The workshop is free for participants who already have the book. To register, you can go to stoughtonhealth.command and click on the class and events link, and that's where you can join in on the Zoom call. If you have any questions, contact Jen, 608-877-3485. Fall hydrant flushing continues all this week. Just want to make sure that you don't get any of your clothes wrecked. Yeah, Fitchburg Utility fall hydrant flushing started on Monday, and it goes through next week, Friday, October 16th. Flushing will occur Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Due to the flushing, water may be temporarily discolored. Discoloration can be cleared by opening up that cold water tap to full flow for a few minutes. So take it from Andrew, do your laundry in the evening when the water is clear to avoid damaged clothes, or unless you're looking for a new style of clothing. That's all I'm saying. Chalk Your Walk is continuing this week in the Fire Prevention Week. Theme is serve up fire safety in the kitchen. Design your own fire safety message on your sidewalk or driveway. Be sure to include the hashtag Fire Safety Fitchburg, WI. Take a photo of your safety message and send it to the Fitchburg Fire Department, fire@fitchburgwi.gov, for your chance to have your message featured on the Facebook page during Fire Prevention Week. And if you haven't already gone out to the Fire Department's Facebook page, you might want to do so. Probably got some pretty cool ones out there already. All right, personal information is like money. Value it and protect it. Yeah, think before you act. Be wary of communications that implore you to act immediately. This is all part of, again, Cybersecurity Month. I want you to keep safe out there. And I don't want you to be taken up on scams. No. I don't want you to lose out on scams. That's super important, and we need you to protect yourselves out there. And yeah, think before you act, and such a big one there to really think on, because a lot of times we find these things are too good to be true, or really diving into that personal information, and it's just not a good thing. That two-step verification thing, super important. Should or should not talk to your family, friends, coworkers about information that you should or should not share over email, like your social security number or more. Yeah, if people are asking for those things, probably not legit. You got to be careful with that. So definitely probably on the should not category. Your connection at home. Many home appliances have devices now connected to the internet. Create a guest network for these devices to keep track of the devices you are connected to. Yeah, you don't want to let those people, unwanted people in your homes, as you have that. And beware of public Wi-Fi. Cyber criminals can watch, screen, and discover your passwords and other information. So you want to be careful when you are out in public. And we'll continue sharing more of these great tips all month long during Cybersecurity Month. And we'll be checking in with the Department of Trade Consumer Protection as well, as we do get closer to the end of the month, to make sure that you stay safe out there. All right, finally, Precy announces next phase of Lower Yahar River Trail with several initiatives to improve water quality as part of his 2021 budget. And Andrew here has kindly put some of those maps together to show you exactly what they are doing. You remember the Suck the Muck campaign? Well, that is going to continue in the Yahara chain of lakes, sediment removal. That's on tap for next year. And you can see that via the map here showing what was completed. That was in green. And then where they're going to be heading to. They also got other improvements on trails there. And you can see that the Fish Camp County Park to Lake Kenosha. Kenosha, wow. Koshkogan. Been talking too much here, too long. Be making some improvements on there on the dotted line. And then on our third image here, again, continuing the work of that Suck the Muck and moving the initiative there of keeping that water moving. A lot of work happening here. we don't have enough time, unfortunately. We're running out of time here in this segment, but we'll share this info and you can see exactly what is proposed in the 2021 budget from Parisi. All right, that does it for our headlines. Coming up next, we open up our digest. We're talking with Bill Balke about your Fitchburg road construction projects. Next right here on Talking Fitchburg.
See on page 4 that the projections need to be flood next Thursday.
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day. I have no time for this. So.
I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
You're the engine that makes all things go, and you're always in disguise, my hero. I see your light in the dark, smile in my face when we all know it's hard. You're doing a good job, a good job. You're doing a good job, don't get too down. The world needs you now, know that you matter.
If you love them enough to suck the snot out of their nose at 4 a.m., then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining me today is Bill Balke from the Fitchburg Public Works Department. Bill, how you doing?
Doing well. How are you doing?
Doing good. You have our Fitchburg road construction update. A lot of construction wrapping up here in the next month and a half or so, including, well, I guess all of our projects will be wrapping up. Some will be stopping and restarting next year, but let's go right into Fish Hatchery Road. What do we got going on in that corridor?
We're coming down the road with pavement toward the end of the week. So Friday, Saturday, we're planning on paving from Greenway Cross down to Post Road. It's still up in the air whether we're going to be going into that intersection or not to the south limits, where we might have to close it off for a little bit. But we're trying to figure that one out, where we're going to end that project right now, if we're going to close that off. But we'll get notices out to everybody if we do close it for in what period. Other than that, we're finishing up the walls between Post Road and Traceway Drive. Those are going up. And yeah, after that, it's just we're following up with the next week. We'll do some more paving, and then the following week after that, a little bit more paving. So it's we're getting into the home stretch of things. It's either we're paving bike trails, we're paving roads, you know, the binder, the lower layer of asphalt, or the surface. So lots of things going on, trying to get things in before it gets too cold.
Sure. And that work goes up to Traceway, and then is it just stopping right there for the end of the year, and then we'll move forward next year?
That's correct. It'll go a little bit south of Traceway, where we tie in and do the switch over, and then starting up next year right away when the frost gets out of the ground, then we'll be starting up on that construction too.
Is that bridge there, right, that kind of goes into the golf course? Will that be put in or taken out and put a new one in, or how does that work in that spot?
The bridge that in the road you're talking about?
That's correct.
Yeah, the culverts there, we're going to be digging that up and resealing them. There's some cracks in them, so they're not going to get replaced, but we're going to be doing some work in that area next year. And then after that, we've got the pedestrian bridge right next to it that's going in on the golf course. we'll probably be working on that over the winter, just putting in the concrete and the abutments, and then set it in the spring and get going.
Yeah, you can kind of see some of that developing. That's why I was kind of curious. I'm like, I can't remember if the footbridge is there, or if there was another. So I appreciate you breaking that down, Bill. Anything else on Fishhatchee Road, or we'll move over to our other projects on McKee Road?
Let's head over to McKee.
All right, McKee Road, you had the big bridge, the bike bridge opened up last week, which is nice to see. And now we're getting through things pretty quickly there.
Yeah, you're going to be seeing a lot of action taking place with the paving as well. We're planning on paving the majority of the westbound lanes that's under construction right now, starting this week, and then we got to finish up some construction outside of the right-of-way with the walls and everything. Then we'll be doing the surface for that, and we're trying to coordinate how we're going to get that done so we get a good end product.
Yeah, it's a lot of work there, and it's really looking good in there. And when that project finishes up, that's going to be some nice improvement and change there for the whole corridor. So it's come together really nice, Bill.
All right, thank you.
Any other updates on that project, or we'll jump to the other side of the city?
Yeah, let's head over there.
Fantastic. Heading on Irish Lane, we got a little bit of an extension on that project. I'm sure the weather didn't play out last week to wrap that one up.
Yeah, it was. We had some weather issues, and then because the contract, we're not the only job in town. Other jobs compiled and it all dominoed. So we got pushed back to paving today and tomorrow, Tuesday and Wednesday, and by the end of the day tomorrow, we should have everything opened back up to traffic again. If we can get the pavement marking down, they might be doing some pavement marking on Saturday, or Thursday, I should say. And then we're going to be doing the shouldering. After that, the city crews are going to get in there and finish that up for everybody.
Yeah, that will look really nice when that's all completed as well. So we'll keep an eye on that one. Again, that one's open to the local residents, but closed to through traffic as they wrap up that project. Bill, any other projects that you want to update us on?
Yeah, we're starting a water main project where we're extending water main through McGaw Park to one of the shelters there, and then making a connection up to Fahey Fields. So we're going to be starting that project up. We're also, you'll see some construction in the right-of-way over at the intersection of Seminole and Lacey, where we're extending the sanitary sewer from Badger State Trail through the intersection so that we can serve the subdivision for Stoner Prairie.
Yeah, that project getting away, and I think that they got the solar project over there as well. So should be seeing some vehicles coming in and out of there as well. Not related to your work there, but some other stuff going on in that corridor. Bill, thank you so much for the updates as usual, and we'll check back in with you next. Only a few more weeks of this, Bill, and then you don't have to. We don't have to bug you for a while.
Well, you can bug me as much as you want. I always enjoy coming on and letting people know what's going on. We've got a lot going on in the department with different designs and things. So, even though we're not constructing out there, we can keep you up to date on different projects that we're working on and input that we need. So we appreciate the service you provide.
Hey, we appreciate you coming on the show. And yeah, I think being proactive, that's what we're all about here at City, trying to get the information out to you. So you, the residents, have the most up-to-date info right in the palm of your hands, or however you watch this, right? All right, Bill, thank you again. Appreciate it. Tell everybody hi and stay safe out there.
All right. Thanks, Jeremy. Take care.
You betcha. Bill Balke, Public Works Director, helping us out each and every week as we continue with road construction here in the city of Fitchburg. We'll take a quick break. More to come. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.
You're there for them. We're here for you. Find free care guides at aarp.org/caregiving.
Hola, Julia. ¿Estás lista para tocar con nosotros? Yo tocaré mi clarinete.
Y Elmo tocará su tambor. Tambor ruidoso.
Bueno, ya sabes qué hacer, Julia.
Julia sabe.
Dado el autismo de Julia, los sonidos pueden ser muy fuertes.
Y hace música a su manera. ¡A tocar!
La detección temprana del autismo puede hacer una diferencia de por vida. Conoce más sobre la detección temprana en detecciondeautismo.org.
Our hearts are made stronger by how we treat others.
Put her there.
The light you share can impact those around you, but so can the darkness.
Later, twerps. Did Pete saying mean things bother you?
So when you reach out to another person, take a moment to consider how they will feel and let your heart be the key to making a difference. Because of you, someone's entire day, year, or even life can change.
In every heart, there's hope.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining me today is Adam Doran for the Fitchburg Fire Department. He's continuing our talk about Fire Prevention Week, and today we're going to take a look at smoke detectors, as we've been talking a lot about kitchen fires, which is part of the theme this year. But smoke alarms are so important to have in the household. Dorn, something we've talked about on this show a few times. But today we've got a startling video to go along with some of our talk here. So first and foremost, before we look at that video, overall, what is the rule today when it comes to smoke detectors in your household?
Well, if we're going by today's new construction standards, I believe the requirement is that there should be one in every sleeping room of your house, such as a bedroom, outside of every sleeping area of your house, such as like a hallway, and at least one on every floor of your home. I believe that's what the requirements are nowadays. Not 100% sure because I don't have access to all of the actual building codes on that side of things, but that's, as I understand, that's what it is. So some of the other things that we need to think about, though, with smoke detectors is that larger homes might need more than just a couple fire smoke detectors. You know, if you put them outside of your sleeping areas and you only have one sleeping area in your home and only have one detector on every level of your home, other than that, you could have a pretty large area of your house that does not have a smoke detector where an issue may arise and not be notified of it for quite a period of time.
Well, and as we look at this video here, and go ahead and play that, Andrew, the video kind of gives you that indicator. This is a person sitting in their living room eating, and we've got some smoke starting up here. Describe what's going on here, Dorn, and just how quickly these things get out of control.
Yeah, so if you look at the left side of your screen there, you'll start to see the smoke is coming from somewhere around the chair area. And just now you see this fire actually coming across the top of the ceiling. That's only been a few seconds that we've seen this, that we've actually seen smoke. If you look already, the smoke is all the way across the room. What's concerning to me is that when I watched this video the first time, I never heard any smoke detectors ever sound in the entire video. It's absolutely amazing that these people were in the home and actually noticed the issue and got everybody out. Everybody did get out of this house safely. The fire was put out. Obviously, I don't know what the extent of damages were, but obviously there was a fire and this room was probably basically destroyed by the time the fire department got there. But if you notice, there's not a whole lot of smoke in the room right now. And that's because this fire is actually burning up a lot of the fuel. And the smoke is basically added fuel that doesn't get burned. Now this camera is actually somewhat starting to be obscured by the smoke. And you'd have smoke throughout this room and leading into the next rooms. And the fires, what you see on the floor now is actually probably the curtains and stuff falling to the ground where there's fire. This has only been a couple of minutes. I wouldn't even say a minute, minute and a half right now, maybe two. It's not a lot of time. You do not have a lot of time to get out of your house nowadays with all of the materials that are being used to make furniture. 30, 40 years ago, you had 2 to 3 minutes to get out of your house. I believe some studies now say as little as 1 minute or less in some cases, just because everything is made out of plastic.
Yeah, it burns quicker, hotter, faster, and I know I repeat faster and quicker, but you putting that double time in there just gives you that indicator. As we look at other safety tips here for installing smoke detectors around the house, you mentioned on every floor. Looking at that video and thinking about just how big your house is might be a good idea to put more than one in on the floor. I live in a tri-level, so it'd be interesting because I don't have one near the kitchen area, but that's in my main tri-level area, but I have one up at our sleeping area. But that whole side could be burning up before, I would even hear the alarm go off. So what do we got to do here to keep safe?
Yeah. First of all, test your smoke alarms once a month. Make sure that they're working. If they don't work, replace them. Pretty simple. If you can and need to replace them, if you can, use interconnected smoke alarms. There's a company out there that makes some wireless smoke detectors that talk to each other. So if one goes off, they all go off. That is the best thing. There are multiple different types of technology out there as far as whether it's a smoke detector and a carbon monoxide detector, so a combination detector, or if it's just a standalone detector. And there's different types of smoke detectors themselves. They all work. They all do a phenomenal job as long as the battery is in place and they're connected to a power source, if that's what's required.
What about replacing them every 10 years? It's something that not until I started doing Talking Fitchburg and the education stuff with you would have ever known that. And I bought a house that, was past its 10-year mark, and I think there was some original smoke detectors in here. So why is that so important?
Yeah, smoke detectors get old. They get old because I'll ask you this, Jeremy. Do you clean your smoke detector regularly?
I do not.
Right. So if we look at the manufacturer's recommendations, they probably tell us to clean them weekly or monthly, and they describe how we're supposed to clean them. But if we never clean them, we can't expect the smoke detector to function as it was originally designed, as fast as it was originally designed to respond to the sight, so to say, of smoke. So we need to make sure that they're being cleaned, and over time, the sensors in there do just kind of wear out because they're constantly working. So yeah, every 10 years we should replace them. If you have an incident where you do have a fire and it's not a big fire, maybe it's just a cooking fire, right? And nothing in your home is damaged, but there was some smoke. It's probably a good idea to replace all of those smoke detectors to make sure that they all will function appropriately again.
Yeah, absolutely. Very important stuff. Doran, thanks for going through this. Certainly more resources available through your website at fitchburgwi.gov. And we'll always continue to talk about smoke detectors as long as I'm a part of this show, darn it. So thank you, Doran, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow on another good tip.
Sounds good. Thanks, Jeremy.
Thank you, Adam Doran, Fitchburg Fire Department. Appreciate his time, and we'll check back with him tomorrow on more safety tips. Take a quick break. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.
After you joined our family, it was like, I really do feel complete now.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Wrapping up the show for the day, I want to thank Bill Balke from the Public Works Department and my friend Adam Doran at Fitchburg Fire Rescue. We'll continue our fire prevention safety tips tomorrow on DF. Plus, special guest tomorrow on Talking Fitchburg. Not telling you, you'll have to watch the promo. Might have to do with the Rona Road construction project. That's all I'm saying. We'll tell you about that on the promo, though. So you have to watch the promo. That's all I'm saying. Coming up here on next for the show is this. Stay connected with TV. This is one more reason why you should watch, because the promo will go up and then you'll be able to watch and know what's coming up tomorrow. I don't want to give it away. It's going to be really cool. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you back here tomorrow.